Worst to best from the 1950s. I am joined by the good co-host Ian.
I'm Ian.
And Mud unfortunately moved to Florida. You know, good for him and all, but he's not here anymore, so it's just me and Ian.
I mean, he's technically not permanently there, but you know,
he
we're
could
waiting.
be. He could be. We don't know. So from 10 to 1, number 10, I'll start An American in Paris.
Nope, the other one by Vincent Minnelli. GG.
Okay, so American in Paris is, in my opinion, the worst one of the 1950s. Is that the one with the 100-year-long dance sequence at the end?
Yeah, 18-minute long dance sequence.
Yep, for no reason.
Vincent Minnelli really knows how to make one movie, and it's not even good. GG is offensively bad. The songs don't slap. It's not fun.
Hey, Ian.
Pedophile song.
Out of curiosity, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is The Greatest Show.
Oh, okay. I was going to say if it was American, because mine is Gigi.
No.
The second worst one. It's so bad. It's
Gigi
awful.
is awful. Vincent Minnelli, again, bad. No, Greatest Show. Not even when Charlton Heston can't save your movie, that's when you know.
Yeah.
Like, it was really long and kind of boring. It's really the only thing that really impresses me about that movie is like the amount of, I think that was a movie where there was a lot of extras and costumes and little trinkets and stuff, and it couldn't save it.
He tried to save it, and it did not get saved. And Gigi is my number 9 for bad. But number 8 is, Ian, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called The Greatest Show on Earth.
Oh, wow. I just talked shit.
Charlton Heston can't save it. Haha. All right, so what's your number 8?
From Here to Eternity, the surprise Pearl Harbor movie. I genuinely didn't remember which one this was until you said surprise Pearl Harbor, and all of the movie came flooding back to me.
It's just like a normal, boring movie, and then Pearl Harbor happens, and it's like, whoa.
Michael Bay's
shit.
Pearl Harbor shows up at the end of the movie.
I love the fact that Mud, during the fun facts, did not
He
clue us in.
neglected to tell us.
He did not clue us in on purpose.
It said Pearl Harbor, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the time.
Yep.
We're in Hawaii. I should have seen this coming.
This is the
and
day.
you were like,
Yep.
Pearl Harbor, that's funny.
I got clued
and then
in
it
last.
happened.
I got clued
and you
in
were
last.
like, what?
Yep, I was clued in last, is what
Yep.
I was saying. But yeah, so number 7 is going to be Around the World in 80 Days. It's pretty bad, but it's not egregiously bad like the previous 3.
Mine,
And is yours 80 Days?
no, mine.
Then shh, because I'm not done bitching about it.
Don't worry.
It's a collection of really bad scenes that don't tie together. All right, it's your turn.
Mine's American in Paris. Some of the songs in this one aren't that bad, and the choreography is genuinely impressive. It just lasts way too long, and it's kind of boring.
When I think of the dance sequence in at the end, it tanks everything for me. Like I can't
It's
watch
not a
it.
good. No, it's not a good movie. Fun fact: this one, the next one, and the one after that are all 3s.
Well, guess
So-
what? The next one after that is my number 6, Marty.
Hey, Jake, can we talk about Marty together? Because that's also my number 6.
Hey, I think it's subpar.
Marty blew.
It was not very good.
I didn't like it. I didn't think the main actor was all that interesting. I didn't think the characters were all that interesting, and it's a character piece. It's a character piece.
I will say, I'll disagree. I like the characters in it.
I don't dislike it, but I feel like the story just isn't as gripping and compelling. Like, the love story from On the Waterfront is an infinitely better love story, and it's not even the main focus of the fucking movie.
That's true. Next one is number 5, From Here to Eternity. This is the Pearl Harbor surprise. Oopsies, Pearl Harbor happened
Oops,
movie.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. It's banging, and it sucks. I can't recommend it because saying it means that you, the audience, know that it's the surprise Pearl Harbor movie. But Ian and I went in not knowing. That's the funniest experience. It's aside from that, it's actually pretty good. I enjoyed most of it.
It's just a little way too boring for me.
It's a little too clunky.
A little way too boring.
And then the romance didn't really fit. So
no,
whatever.
the weird bad love triangle
Yeah.
that they try to make the guy the villain, but he's really not. He's just a busy husband, and his wife's cheating on him.
What's your number 5?
Mine is Around the World in 80 Days. Boy, is it just a collection of vignettes that don't really go.
Yep.
Like, it's just, hey, he goes to a scene. It's like a video game. He goes to a place, does a fetch quest, and then leaves to another place, and then does another fetch quest.
Pretty much. Well, that's our number 5. So for our number 4 list, Jokin has seen 4 of them.
No, hang on just a minute,
Oh
fellas.
boy, he's here.
No, just hang on a minute. My number 4, in case I've only seen 4 of these, is Gigi.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Fucking, you guys already kind of said everything. It's like a pedophile movie, and it's just disgusting.
Dude, of the 4 that you've seen, I would be shocked if Gigi wasn't the worst ranked one.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, I think you guys could probably guess what
Easily pieced together.
Well, yeah, we watched them with you.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
exactly what you gave all of
There
them.
you go.
You know what? I'll go next. My number 4 is On the Waterfront.
My number 4 is not On the Waterfront.
Tight. So On the Waterfront slaps. I love everything about it, and Marlon Brando is sure one hell of a fucking actor. I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is All About Eve, because On the
Hey.
Waterfront's better than All About Eve.
Mm,
All About
no.
Eve, has some good drama, some good tension, some good interplay, but it's good. I wouldn't consider it great, but I consider it good.
Okay. Joko, what's your number 3?
Oh, my number 3 is Around the World in 80 Days. Yeah, Ian already said what I kind of said in the original review, that it's Video Game Fetch Quest the movie.
Yep.
But it's just not interesting in the slightest.
My number 3 is, this might surprise some people that it's this low, Ben-Hur. I love this movie. I just simply love the 2 more movies a little bit more, but I think that my top 3 of the 50s are all more or less tied. I love them so much.
I agree.
If I'm forced to rank them, Ben-Hur is number 3. It is a bona fide fucking masterpiece. And the chariot scene, oh my god. And when you guys get to Ben-Hur, all of you better say, oh my god, the chariot scene. All right, who's on number 3?
My number 3 is On the Waterfront.
Hey.
I loved On the Waterfront. Marlon Brando gave possibly the best acting performance of all time in it. Genuinely.
He's pretty great.
Phenomenal. The romance is actually gripping, even though it's a side plot. The regular plot's actually gripping. There's so much tension and talent, and it's actually really well directed and really nice cinematography-wise. Like, it's the ones that feel like more quote modern movies are the ones I like more because they feel like films instead of plays.
My favorite part of On the Waterfront was probably the chariot scene. I think that was a pretty gnarly, gnarly sequence. Joko, what's number 3?
Oh,
what's your number 2, Joaquin?
No, 3. He's on 3.
No, I'm on 2.
He's starting.
He's got so little options. I'm running out.
All right, number two. Judah Ben-Hur.
Woo!
How about if you use his full legal name?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, the chariot scene's really good. I just wish that the circumstances behind it weren't kind of tainted, in my opinion. My opinion.
He's walking on eggshells here.
My
I'm about
opinion.
to throttle him.
But yeah, it's a religious epic, and if you're into that kind of stuff, you'll like this.
I'm going to jump in as well because my number 2 is also Ben-Hur real quick. Ben-Hur fucking slap. Charlton Heston, bang her. Fucking everything was so fun and good. The only reason it's not number 1 is the use of some non-so-tasteful blackface that I just do not appreciate.
That won Best Supporting Actor.
Blackface supporting actor.
Imagine
is there blackface that's ever been tasteful?
Tropic Thunder.
We're going to watch Lawrence of Arabia.
I would say Tropic Thunder. Other than that, no.
Tropic Thunder, it's meant to be a joke.
Yeah, that in that sense, it totally makes sense.
But I feel like Ben-Hur is an epitome of how to do an epic, how to make a 4-hour-long movie, how to make a movie in general, and how to make compelling characters with tension, use of silence, use of sound, use of costume, everything in that movie is like, yes, a prime example of film. That's why it won Best Picture. It deserves to be number 1. Don't do blackface, kids.
Hey, Ian, what's the best part of Ben-Hur?
The chariot scene,
Woo,
the best scene in all of cinema.
My
probably.
number 2 is going to be All About Eve. I think this movie is like, the more I've been removed from All About Eve, the more I think back to it and love it. I gave it a 9 when we did their show. I think back and only thinking about like how wonderful it is, and the more I piece things together, the more I appreciate it. It is a 10 out of 10. It is my one of my favorite movies. So not my favorite movie ever, The Matrix, But that's my number 2. But now we're on to the big boy category.
Well, all of us agree on this one.
Yes, we do. It's easily the one not mentioned for all of us. It's Bridge on the River fucking Kwai.
Yeah,
baby.
it is.
Yeah.
The best part is still the chariot race in Bridge on the River Kwai, but still, I love this movie so much.
Honestly, I like the fact that they destroyed a bridge. I think that's cooler than a chariot race.
That's not cooler than the chariot race. Calm down, Michael Bay.
And
something blew up. It's cool.
And as you guys will know, by the time this goes up, we've lost the audio to the original show, but we did do that little video talking about a little bit how we feel. I just want to say that, like, goddamn, we just splurged for like an hour on that lost episode. But I could easily splurge for 100 hours on this movie because it is just so good.
It is a masterpiece.
It is.
Yes.
It's brilliant.
It's another long epic with great cinematography, great costuming, great uses of silence and sound, great everything again.
When I torrented, because I torrent all my favorite movies and put them on a hard drive, just in case the world ends or something. And when I got this one, it is by far and away the largest file. It's like 50 gigabytes, and I do not mind.
Yeah.
I got like the ultimate 4K IMAX Bridge River Kwai, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, IMAX.
Why not?
60s IMAX.
Yeah.
But,
That's how that works.
I'm throwing
Awesome.
buzzwords out there. But no,
3D.
I'm very proud of it. I'm so glad that I have this gigantic file.
So I'm going to say it right now, the 50s sucked. I only have 4 movies above a 5.
I can't. Okay, so 50s retrospect. Let's talk about this a little bit. 3 of the 50s of the 10 that have won Best Picture are my favorite movies ever. Like some of my favorite movies ever. All
Yeah.
About Eve, River Kwai, and Ben-Hur, I think are 3 of the best movies ever made. And to me, that's like, can I say they suck? It's like me with the Wachowskis. Can I say the Wachowskis suck? No,
Yes.
they made the best movie
They
ever
made
made.
one good movie. Hold
They
on.
did a banger. They didn't just make a good movie.
The Matrix 3 is pretty good, yeah.
Oh yeah. Joe Quinn.
Yeah,
of the 4
Jupiter
movies you've
Ascending.
seen,
Huh?
of the 4 movies you've seen of the 50s, do you think the 50s slapped or no?
Oh, God, no. They had Gigi.
They did have Gigi. But
Yeah.
wait, half of yours are bangers then, because you have Ben-Hur and River Kwai.
I also had Gigi.
So is that negated by how great those other 2 were?
Gigi's probably in my bottom 5 movies of all time.
Yeah, but like by length, River Kwai is like 2 GGs, and Ben-Hur is probably like 17 GGs if you add it all. Ben-Hur went on forever.
The only
But-
thing I can say is, 40% of these movies are good. Out of the ones that are bad, it's not like they're like a 4 where they're borderline or like a 5 where they're mid. They're like 3s and 2s and 0s.
The
like,
50s were just building up to the epic of Ben-Hur.
They were.
They were.
That was just the culmination of all the shittiness. You had to get some real stinkers out there
You
in order to make the taste of Ben-Hur
Yep.
more potent.
You
and
did.
they really went, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make Gigi right before Ben-Hur.
You,
So
you
have to
act
watch-
like it's like one dude making a TV show. Like, I'm going to put the episode of Gigi before the episode finale. of Ben-Hur.
God himself was like, you know what's gonna win Best Picture this year? Fucking Gigi.
Let's bestow the heavens to put that out in 1958. So that way.
Ben-Hur
Oh.
could have been released multiple years beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
but God delayed the movie and almost made MGM bankrupt.
Look, I'm just mad that Gigi won over the Defiant ones. That's the story that
I'm
we're
just
missing.
mad Gigi won.
That too. But the Defiant ones is so much better. But in any case, I really, yes, most of the movies of the 50s are not good, of the Best Picture winning films from the 50s.
Yeah.
But a handful of them are kind of the best ever. So, like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it. It's a lot better than, like, fucking, the 30s, where most of this was just shit.
What, you didn't like Emile Zola or The Great Ziegfeld or
Cavalcade,
Cavalcade
Cimarron,
or
with
Cimarron or
racism.
Grand Hotel?
Oh, man.
Or
enough of
Gone
that
with
shit.
the
But
Wind.
that had Mutiny on the Bounty
It did.
and All Quiet on the Western Front.
Those are slappers. I will give you that.
I'm happy that right now in the modern-ish day, since 2000, the ones that I've seen, I can't be like, oh, there's some 0s and 3s in there. Most of them are either like mid or good.
Yep, absolutely.
This, I get that movies age differently, but I don't see how anyone can like a movie like Gigi. I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't.
Just please, listen, if you haven't seen Gigi, please look up Thank Heaven for Little Girls, the song. It is the bookend. So it's the opening and the closing of Gigi, the whole movie. Look up the lyrics to Thank Heaven for Little Girls.
Don't spoil it, Jake.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say that it is not what you'd expect a good movie to have a song in.
It's not what you expect any film that isn't cuties to have a song in.
Right. It is it is some shocking shit, and it does not it ages like a fine milk, let me tell you.
When that came out, it aged like a milk.
The moment it left the theaters, it was aged.
Yep.
The moment,
The moment it was written on page,
it was aged,
It was,
it was
pretty
like,
fucking
what the
bad.
fuck happened? Why is my milk spoiled? I just released it anyway.
they wrote directly on cheese.
Hey, look, Edgar Allan Poe would have loved that song. But aside from
That's
all
not
that,
true. It doesn't say thank heaven for little girls that are also my cousin.
Yeah, that's true. There's another part of that too. But wasn't she like 12?
11.
11? Jesus Christ.
That's worse. Fun fact, better than EG.
As if 12 would have redeemed it. But no, in any case, we're talking about the movies.
Yeah, we
And
are.
To wrap up, I just want to say that wow, that really distracted me.
That scared me.
This decade really did suck, but it had some real heavy-hitting bangers in there too. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
And we're moving on to the 60s. We have movies like The Apartment,
Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia,
West
West
Side
Side Story, but
Story.
the other one that
Bad.
isn't from this year. Tom Jones, My Fair Lady, The Sound of Music,
Oh,
A
I
Man
can't
for All
wait.
Seasons, In the Heat of the Night, Oliver, Midnight Cowboy, and that's it.
I'm actually only excited for 2 of these movies.
I'll
Which
tell you.
ones?
The Apartment, which we're watching very soon, and Lawrence of Arabia, which
Wow.
we're watching very soon.
I am excited for The Sound of Music.
I'd be more excited for Cleopatra and Dr. Zhivago if they fucking won.
All right, let me talk about this too. I'm excited for like half of these. I'll be honest. I'm excited for Arabia because like that's allegedly like Ben-Hur, one of the best bangers ever.
Yep.
My Fair Lady, I've only heard good things about. Sound of Music, I've seen. It's awesome.
Oh, Lawrence of Arabia, Sam Spiegel. He did River Kwai.
Yes, he did. So that's how you know it's gonna bang.
Yeah.
Alec Guinness, Sam Spiegel movies.
In the heat of the night. I mean, come
I
on.
heard this was pretty good. Oh, Sidney Poitier.
Yep.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna
He's
be good.
only in
There
good
you
things.
go.
It's gonna be
Straight
good.
up. And Midnight Cowboy is the only X-rated winner.
Is there porn in it?
I don't know if there's porn, but there's definitely got to be scenes that are just like people fucking. I would assume. So I'm excited for
Dustin
that.
Hoffman?
Yeah,
Rain Man fame?
Rain Man fame. He's in this.
We have to watch another Dustin Hoffman movie.
Rain
Man.